Today's meeting saw a broad consensus around the need for Europe to act urgently to strengthen its resilience and strategic autonomy in face of challenging geo-economic and geopolitical developments. Europe must quickly find its place in a changing world to protect its citizens and to secure its long-term prosperity. Recent violations of Union's airspace, including yesterday's outrageous violation of Estonian airspace by Russian MiGs, underlines the need and urgency for Europe to take responsibility for its own security, as well as ramping pressure on Russian aggressor. Sanctions are crippling Russia's war economy. With our 19th sanctions package published yesterday, we propose to further ramp up the pressure on aggressor. We are widening the net in area of trade, financial services, energy and sanctions evasion, and we will not rest until the aggressor is stopped. More broadly, the EU is now taking bold and necessary steps to facilitate investment needed to increase our defence capabilities, including through 150 billion euros safe instrument and activation of the national escape clause. We also must support Ukraine by covering its financing needs in 2026 and 27 and help it purchase military equipment it needs to sustain its fight for survival. This is why we continue to work on reparations law. We also need to reduce our strategic dependencies, including through diversifying our trade and deepening our partnerships around the world. Here, I also would like to thank Canada, Norway, the United Kingdom and Ukraine, all represented here today, as some of the EU's most valued partners. In today's world, it's more important than ever that we deepen cooperation among like-minded nations. Finally, we must continue to take decisive action to secure our long-term prosperity by implementing the competitiveness compass and continuing to deliver on the recommendations of the Draghi report. So, in these meetings, I presented the broad outline of this reparation loan concept, and all in all, I would say there is willingness to engage constructively, and indeed member states see it as a possible way forward. So we now obviously continue to work on all the modalities because, we need to prepare it all relatively quickly, as Ukraine will be needing this financing as of 2026. Indeed, we see that this reparations loan approach can be scalable at the G7 level. So we are also raising it with our G7 partners. And indeed, so I had a meeting also with Chancellor Reeves yesterday, and UK is also showing openness to consider a similar approach as the EU's approach.
Commissioner Dombrovskis, yesterday the Commission presented this sanctions package. There has been already reactions indicating that Hungary will not want to go the way suggested by the Commission. Is there a way, a plan B, by which you could seize all imports of Russian oil, which would not require unanimity? Thank you. As regards 19 sanctions package in the area of energy, it doesn't specifically deal with oil, but it deals with LNG. So basically prohibiting the import of LNG, Russian LNG into the EU, and foreseeing certain phase-out period, how it's to be done. But we also have our broader strategy to completely phase out Russian fossil fuels, including oil, where indeed right now Hungary has certain derogation from the sanctions regime, as you know. And we continue to work on this strategy, and the aim is indeed eventually completely move away and decouple from our dependency from Russian fossil fuels.
Yesterday, President von der Leyen said that the the burden should be shared collectively by EU member states, in the sense that member states will have to give guarantees for the eventually bonds that will be issued. I'm wondering whether you are looking for an unanimous support for this, or if this could work also with, let's say, a sort of coalition of the willings. And in that case, for you, the question, if the Danish government is willing to participate. Thank you.
As I was mentioning before, we are currently working on all those exact modalities, because indeed one of the elements of those proposals is, as I was explaining yesterday, so basically would separate the Russia's claim on their sovereign assets from cash balances which have been accumulated from those assets, and use those cash balances to provide a reparation loan to Ukraine. But correspondingly, we would need to provide guarantees to the financial institutions on which, in a sense, have a potential liability towards those Russian sovereign assets. So that's where those guarantees come into play. So right now we have presented or outlined the concept. We expect more detailed discussions in next month's ECOFIN on this subject. I would say the first reactions of member states had been broadly positive, and many member states recognize that it is a possible way forward. But on exact modalities, this is still a work ahead of us in the coming, I would say, weeks rather than months.
And without commenting on any concrete proposals at the moment, because that's a step too early, and as the Commissioner said, we'll be returning to this in the coming month, then I can just say in general that the Danish government stands firmly and continuously behind Ukraine. We've done so since the war started, and we will continue to do so. So it will be our top priority to engage constructively with the Commission to find solutions to the financing needs of Ukraine.